This week on IBN West, we examine some of the very best plays from the Golden State and beyond in your neck of the woods. Plus, Dallas Jackson, senior analyst from Rivals High, stops by and tells us how the showing from Mission Viejo against the nation's #1 team, Don Bosco Prep, helped or hurt the West's reputation. It's all coming up next on IBN West. Hey there, high school football fans. I'm your host, Sam Farber, and this is IBN West, powered by Rivals High. We have got a lot to talk about this week. Dallas Jackson, the senior analyst from Rivals High, will be stopping by in just a moment. But right now, we have a lot to talk about in terms of highlights. There were way too many for our cameras to catch in terms of getting them all on the HS60s. We've got plenty more for you right here on the Regional Replay.
Two highly ranked sides going head-to-head, St. Bonaventure versus Centennial. The Seraphs with a rush in here. St. Bonaventure up early. Centennial, a mistake late. Here is the pickoff. Sean Wick will matriculate the ball up the field. A good 70 yards. Didn't quite score, but would help cement the Seraphs' victory. Final score was 29-27. Moving up north, we've got Granada versus American. Casey Solitz here going to level the punter, pick up and score for Dylan Gerber, and Granada goes on to win 28-0. Corona Del Mar, CDM for short, has QB Brett Lawson going to the air. Troy Reese skying for the catch, and he comes in with it. 14-7 at that point, CDM, but they were trailing late. Eventually tied it. Last minute, they give to Eric Fisher, 2-yard running, and Corona Del Mar goes on to win 28-21. Had a potential upset in the state of Oregon. Number 95 Jesuit taking on Sheldon. Irish quarterback Dylan Miller going airborne after faking right and left, and he hits Mitch Carman. He'll make the catch in traffic and go the rest of the way. Nearly an 80-yard score. Irish win in an upset, 52-37. Pac-5 power, Orange Lutheran having a good start to the year. Here's Connor Sullivan hitting Brady Roloffs, and he's going to take it the rest of the way. Olu up against Los Osos. Their special teams helping put it away. They're going to block the punt. Cameraman, try and follow along here. Ball goes into the end zone. Punter's going to fall on it, and the Olu special teams unit will fall on him. That's a safety. 36-21 the final for the Lancers. Oceanside versus Chaparral, and this was the Ty Cottrell show. Ty Cottrell running right side for a rushing touchdown. Later on, he gets a pass from name maybe of the year, Tofi Pow Pow. The QB back to pass. He finds Cottrell at the end zone, and that's another 6. 31-19 the final for the Pirates from Oceanside. Finally, number 56 in the Rivals High Top 100, Long Beach Poly. They're getting their safety on as well. Team photo on the quarterback. That'll be good for 2 points, and more defense coming up from the Jackrabbits. Carson QB going back to pack. Cornerback Tiller Gaston watching him. The wide receiver is not. Gaston in with the pick 6. Long Beach Poly wins 38-18.
Some phenomenal plays out of some phenomenal games, and with great games come outstanding results that might have an impact on the Rivals High Top 100. To help find out who's moving where, we've got Dallas Jackson, the senior analyst from Rivals High. Now, one of the games we didn't see there in the regional replay, Dallas, was Mission Viejo going over to take on #1 Don Bosco Prep. This was a chance for California, even with a win or maybe a close loss, to make a big statement about how strong the state is. It wasn't close. What does this do to Mission Viejo's standings and the standings of Southern California football as a whole?
Well, even since the preseason, we've been talking about Southern California football being down, and this is just another one of those cases. It's a piece of evidence that you can say, yes, it is down. Mission Viejo didn't look good losing to Don Bosco. They started out okay, and it just went downhill from there. And we saw last week with Bellevue, Washington beating Oaks Christian, and a couple of the other results for Southern California teams just haven't been up to snuff and haven't been even close to what they've been in the past couple of years. So we look at Southern California, and we say, okay, Northern California beat them in the Bowls last year. They seem to have a little bit more on the talent side this season, and it's just more and more evidence piling up that Southern California football isn't that elite region like it's once been.
So who takes the torch now? Is it Northern California with the likes of Grant and De La Salle, or is it the other states, Washington and Oregon with Jesuit as well as Bellevue, or maybe Las Vegas with Bishop Gorman that becomes the trendsetter in the Western region?
Well, I don't know if any of those areas are going to be able to overtake California just simply because of raw numbers. There's just not enough teams in those states to bump Southern California or even California as a whole off that pedestal. What we are seeing is a gap closing. Arizona's playing very good football right now. You've mentioned some elite teams, but not elite states. Washington kind of knocking on that door. They have a lot of good teams, but just not enough in the raw numbers department. The major thing for California is they're falling off of the Big Three discussion. People want to talk about California, Florida, Texas. Well, right now, California is sliding behind Ohio, Georgia, some of those other teams into that number 3 spot, and California might be number 5 state right now.
Well, with the sheer size of the state and the number of people, it's always going to be a powerful place for recruiters to watch. But you're right, they might be slipping a little bit when it comes to football specifically. Dallas, thanks so much for the time. We look forward to talking to you again next show. That's going to do it for IBN West. But before we let you go, we want to remind you, make sure to tune in for IBN National. Some of the plays you saw in the regional replay might crack our national top 10. Till then, for everyone here, I'm Sam Farber. Thanks for watching IBN West.